In a city famous for its art museums, you can also find important art in unexpected places. One such place, the lobby of the U.S. Department of Labor. Commissioned by the General Services Administration and the National Endowment for the Arts for installation in the department's new headquarters, painter Jack Beal created breathtaking murals depicting the history of work from colonial times to the then present, 1977. The paintings took 2.5 years to complete. Appearing in the murals as models of workers are some of Beal's friends, and even 2 Department of Labor employees, including Vivian Twisdale, now retired.
It was during the building dedication for the Department of Labor, and I worked on that committee. So therefore, we met the artists, the writers for the books and so forth, and he asked me what I'd like to model. And I said, certainly. I would say maybe a couple of hours, so many days, because the artist lived in Connecticut. And each time I would look, and I didn't really think it was me. But eventually I realized that it was me. I was on a table, up on a chair, and I kept looking down at him, but he kept telling me to look straight ahead. But if you notice, my head is sort of to the side. It's the way that he drew the picture. I felt very proud and very happy to be selected as an African-American Department of Labor employee. I felt like when I received the department's Distinguished Career Service Award. Wonderful. Well, the dedication took place here in the plaza level, and sort of like an after-5 affair, and I felt wonderful. I got to meet the Secretary of Labor one-on-one, and of course the artist got up and had all of us to stand up, and I felt very proud. I was proud being a Department of Labor employee. It's wonderful. When I look at the picture, I say, is that me? Did I have hair that color many years ago? But I'm very happy.
After almost 35 years on the walls of the Francis Perkins building lobby, a team of professional art restorers, in conjunction with the department's upcoming centennial, worked on bringing the murals back to their original luster.
What we're doing here on the Jack Beal murals at the Department of Labor is conservation, to include cleaning, local stabilization of loose paint, and then the in-painting and repair of minor areas of damage. Much as if you didn't wash the windows in your house for 30 or 40 years, you'd notice that the ambient accretions on the surface would dull the view out of the window. Well, that's the case with paintings too. The same grime that accumulates on the windows accumulates on the painting surface. The first part of the process is to examine the paintings, or in this case murals, to assess the needs. And that's called the assessment or the examination process. Part of that process is to identify the material, the conditions, and the needs of the mural. The second part of that process is to photo document everything. So everything is photographed in existing condition prior to even doing any testing. The next thing that we would do would be to test in this case, the layers of material to be removed. And that's done from a stock set of materials, custom tailored, custom designed for the particular application. Once that's done, the next step is to define a cleaning schedule. What you can see is Maura and Tamara are in the process of removing the grime on the surface of the painting via a small cotton swab, actually rolling the solution on, lifting the dirt up, and the final thing we'll be doing is applying a protective varnish on the surface. It's noticeably brighter, I'd say by a factor of maybe 20. I don't know if one can see right here where the cleaning square is left undone. But I think what's more apt to these murals is brightness, but all the sense of contrast and the brilliance of the colors. The contrast in the colors, and they're in the sense of depth and dimension that the cleaning is done. So brightness, a lot of times we see a cleaning really bright in a painting, but on these we're seeing the artist's true colors and the contrasts coming out much more strongly.